My name is JD Bradley, and I've had a hell of a life that's given me a unique perspective and crazy stories that I share here. True stories of a little dick bastard. The following are some stories about a piece of shit motherfucker that I once knew and was my roommate, actually, and his little tiny dick. Now, you might wonder, how does JD know this guy has a little tiny dick? Well, I'm about to get into that. Okay. The job that I have now, I've had it now for since 2001, I guess, and I'm a jet engine mechanic. I got into an apprenticeship. They let us work half a day, go to school half a day. I got a degree in aircraft power plant technology. Anyway, and this guy Ryan was in it too, but he was a huge fuck up. But I don't know, a few months into the program, I decided I was going to get a new apartment. I didn't like where I was at. And he heard that and he asked if he could be my roommate because he was going through a divorce at the age of like 23 or something. He's pretty much a fuck up. And I was like, nah, man, you're a fuck up. You're going to be getting fired and I'm going to be stuck over with the rent. And he assured me that he was not. And he looked up to me, and under my tutelage, he would become a good employee. And like always, I should have listened to my gut, but I didn't listen to my gut. So anyway, we get this really nice apartment on Ocean Drive. You can probably figure why it's called Ocean Drive. It's right on the Corpus Christi Bay. Real nice apartment, swimming pools. Anyway, so our first night there, we throw a welcome party. I don't know, we got an apartment party. And probably 40, 50 people showed up. Good time. Lots of women, lots of booze. Anyway, at one point, Ryan gets all fucked up and starts crying about his little dick. And I was pretty drunk. I didn't want to hear it. And I said, hey, man, I really don't want to hear about your little dick. You know, it's a personal problem. Why don't you keep that to yourself, man? And so the party kind of wound down. And I picked up on some girl and went to the room. We fucked. You know, fucking, yeah, fucking. Anyway, I woke up the next morning and I needed an aspirin, I believe. And I was walking past the couch. The couch faced the living room. The kitchen was to the right, but there was no wall really dividing them. It was just carpet marked the living room and tile was the kitchen. So anyway, I was walking past him and he was passed out drunk on the couch. But you know that little slit in the front of men's underwear that nobody ever fucking uses? Well, his dick was sticking through it with a hard on, except for I didn't realize what it was. I was kind of like rubbing my eyes. And then I realized what it was. It was a little tiny fucking 2-inch long hard on, if even that. And I got really fucking pissed off, man. Wish I hadn't seen that. So I smacked him in the back of the head. And he was, whoa. I said, man, put that little thing away. What the fuck is wrong with you? So I got my aspirin or whatever and took a shower and went on with my day. Anyway, this might be a little bit longer episode than most of them because I got a few things to say about this fucking moron. He got the job because his father is apparently a connected lawyer, and he was all proud of that. Like, he accomplished something when his father fucking got him in there, whereas I got it through my own merit. But anyway, so where'd I go? There was a cute little girl that lived next door. She was like 15, and she wanted to hang out with the older people, and she was incredibly intelligent. And I would let her come over, but I would leave the front door open so everybody could see there was nothing untowards going on. You know, we don't want to be accused of having sex with a 15-year-old. Ryan, however, had no such compunctions. And I didn't know it, but he'd gotten her drunk and basically molested her. And there was a suicide attempt, at which point it came out what happened. And I found out, and he didn't go to the hospital to see her. So I got back, and he was like, oh, is she doing okay? And so I started slapping him around, telling him, fuck you, I know what you did. And he's like, my dad already talked to her mom, and he's going to give her a substantial amount of money, and we're going to hush this up. And again, he's all proud of himself, so I just keep following around fucking smacking him. I'm telling him, dude, you got about 4 hours to go to your shit the fuck out of here. I'm going to fuck you up real bad. And being a punk bitch in the car, and the kind of guy who would get a 15-year-old girl fucking drunk and rape her, you know, instead of 4 hours, he had his shit the fuck out of there. Anyway, so I still have to see this dickhead at work, although I made sure to tell everybody what's going on. Oh, and by the way, he was a hardcore alcoholic. I say this is a drunk. There is a difference. Drunks go to bars, alcoholics go to meetings, or leading on to meetings. Basically, if your drinking causes you problems in your life, you might be an alcoholic. But anyway, so this is right after 9/11, and we used to get an hour-and-a-half long lunch, and I wasn't that far from my job, so I would go home and take a nap most days. And I got home one day, and the assistant manager was like laughing and couldn't catch her breath, and she kept saying, Jason, and laughing. And I was like, what's going on? So she gets her breath together, and she says, did you refuse a package for Ryan a while back? And I said, well, hell yeah, he doesn't live here anymore. I'm not his damn mail service. So she said, since 9/11, it had been their, I think it was FedEx. It was their policy to open up all packages before returning them. They open it up, and it was penis enhancement cream. And apparently had this instruction: you're supposed to masturbate with this penis enhancement cream, and your dick supposedly grows. So that was fucking awesome. So I took my nap and I went back, and it's after lunch, and no, it's still lunch, and there were two girls in our class, but they weren't there. It was just the dudes, and so anyway, Ryan comes in. I said, "Hey, Ryan." I said, "Hey, your penis enhancement cream showed up," and everybody kind of giggled, and he had this nervous little laugh himself. And I said, "No, man, for real, your penis enhancement cream showed up, but I didn't sign for it." So they opened it up, saw what it was, and sent it back. And goes, "Oh my God, was that FedEx?" And I said, "Yeah." So he runs out and starts calling him, telling him he wants to get his penis enhancement cream. So now the cat's out of the damn bag. Dude really ordered this stuff. At this point, this one guy, Phil, who was just fucking hilarious, said, "Watch, he's going to come to work one day with one great big hand." So he got the nickname Big Hands. And then eventually, I'm going to wind this down. Eventually, he showed up to work drunk, and they sent him in for a breathalyzer. And then he attacked the lady who was in charge of the center that does the breathalyzer, so he got fired. And I didn't see him for a long time. And one day I saw him working at a Stripes. So I guess sometimes karma does work. But those are the true stories of the little dick bastard, Ryan. Thank you for listening. And once again, if you enjoyed this, please recommend it, share it on your social media, recommend it like 3 of your friends that might like it. Also, feel free to check out my website, jdbradley.com, or my JD Bradley Facebook author page, or my books on Amazon. Thank you once again for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.